What's happening? My kings and queens, where y'all at? I know I've been missing in action, but I've been listening to these YouTube streets. I've been listening. Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Where y'all at? I got a question. Is these YouTubers who going back and forth with each other truly mad? What's really happening? I got a question. I wait till somebody come in. I got a question. Inquiring minds want to know. It's these YouTubers who going back and forth truly mad? Are they acting mad just to get that moolah? Inquiring minds want to know. Somebody got to tell me. Somebody got to tell me. I need to know. Because I've been looking back and forth, even though I've been missing in action. I've been staying tuned to this sector, to this YouTube, Facebook streets. And inquiring minds want to know, is these YouTubers really serious about being pissed off because another YouTuber is saying something about them? Is it all for the moolah? And I'm starting to believe it's all about the money, because there's nobody in the world who gonna get somebody that mad and they feed into it, and you don't even know each other in real life. You don't know each other in real life, but you letting somebody piss you off when you go in for an hour, 2 hours, somebody you don't even know. So is this all for views? Because people don't even let people in their family or so-called friends piss them off like that. They'll be done, left them, gave them 50 feet and kept it moving. But these people going to get their feelings by people they don't know, never met. I'm confused. I'm confused. These people is allowing people to take them out their character, to talk about their family member who's no longer living, to pick on their weight, their hair, their skin color, their teeth. Come on now. Is this getting like kindergarten? You know, so I'm just looking, the whole time I've been off of here, I've been working my 2 jobs, chilling, looking back and forth, listening to these grown women, men. And I'm like, this been going on for how long? How many years this been going on? With the same people? And these people who got good jobs. And some people who don't have a job but just do this for a living. So what mindset are these grown folks dealing with? I'm seeing so many different people getting out of character over somebody saying something about their weight. How many of us in our family have people that's overweight? How many people in each of our family have a family member that we love who's overweight? How many people in our family who have messed up teeth? Somebody in each of our family have teeth that's messed up. Somebody in all of our families have somebody who is dark skinned, light skinned, high yellow, red bone, dark. What's really happening? So I'm looking at them like, people talking about weight, people talking about hair, people, I'm telling you, truth be told, a lot of people who I know who get weave in their hair it get thin because they don't have time to breathe. Some people hair grow because they don't let it stay in there that long. It's every y'all got to realize this. YouTube is the devil's playground. Facebook is the devil's playground. We have human beings who we are supposed to be loving one another, disrespecting one another, talking down on one another, degrading one another, wishing death on one another, speaking on dead people. And that's the part that gets me. When people is talking about the dead, you're no longer talking about that person's family member. You're no longer talking about that mother's child. You're no longer talking about the father's child. You're no longer talking about the brother and sister. You're talking about God's child. So y'all got to realize you got to be real careful of what you're saying in these YouTube streets, Facebook streets. You got to be real careful what come out your mouth. Because once you start speaking on dead people, the Bible said to be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord. So you're talking about God's child, and you got to be real careful. People just think they can say whatever, do whatever, that it's not going to be a consequence. Everything is not karma. Everything that happened to you is not karma. Because soon as something bad happened to somebody, oh, that's their karma. No, that is not their karma. Something is just happened. Something just happened in life. Because if that's the case, when a little child passed, or when a family member passed, or when somebody get in a car accident, or somebody break their leg, that's not a karma. It's just things happen. Now, sometime in life, it's going to be karma, and that karma is going to make somebody reflect on the things they said and did to someone. That's a karma. When you say something bad about a person all the time, you're always talking about something bad. And when something happened to you that's similar, or something going on in your family that's similar to someone you done spoke about, it's going to allow you to reflect on what you said and did to someone else. That is karma. That's my opinion what karma is. Because if that's the case, all the stuff that happened in our families that was not good, and I'm not going to speak on the negative that could have been on happening in your family, my family, some other people's family. That's not always karma. Because y'all got to realize bad things happen to good people. Y'all have to realize bad things. How you doing, Akima? How are you? I was just talking about you today because I haven't seen your face lately. Yeah, I've been off the scene for a while because sometimes, I got to let people got to realize YouTube is a place that I deal with sometimes, but I have a real life, y'all. So if I'm off the scene, I'm off the scene because I have a family. I'm raising my son. I got 2 jobs, and I have a life outside of YouTube. I look at YouTube, I truly do, but I don't come on all the time because a lot of people feel like they have to come on YouTube all the time because this their source of income. This how they pay their bills. I don't pay my bills with YouTube money. I've been had a job before YouTube. So, if I'm off the scene for a while, it's cool. I'm just chilling, enjoying my life, looking at TV, going to places, having family functions, being with my loved ones. So that's why you probably didn't see my face. A lot of people didn't see my face. I miss coming on. Don't get me wrong. I did miss coming on. But sometimes you need a breather. Sometimes you got to get yourself together. And so the stuff that I'm seeing in this sector, And I look at different sectors, believe it or not. I look at a lot of positive stuff, and I look at couples, a lot of couples that have fun. I look at reels on here. I look at a lot of different things, but I also keep in tune with this sector because this is where I started. I started with this sector, so I still continue to listen to it. But what I'm seeing now, it's a lot of people is getting real angry, and I'm like, this anger cannot be this real. I know people get mad, when somebody say something about them, but you guys got to know these people don't know you. These people don't know you. What you all see is not always the real. And these people allow them to get out of character. They saying stuff that's demonic. They doing stuff that's demonic. And I'm just sitting by like listen, I'm like, do these people really know what they saying? Especially like the one that pierced my heart. The things that pierce my heart is when someone talk about the dead. The dead have nothing to do with what's going on. So when I hear people speaking on dead people, I be like, you know what, Lord, have mercy on that person who's speaking about the dead. Because they got to realize to be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord. And people don't understand that we already are God's children. And so when a person pass on, they was our, like my dad passed away. He was my dad, but now it's like he's with the Lord. And so if somebody speak on my father, you speaking on God's child. And so people got to be real careful of the things that they say. They really do. They cannot be harmed by the tongue. Because if you say something wrong and you get harmed by the tongue, something is going to happen to where it's going to be your karma. And people don't understand that. People do not understand, but it's real serious. People need to wake up and read their Bible. All the stuff these people doing on these YouTube streets, that's one thing about me. One thing about Kathy, aka Brown Tan Johnson, nobody could never say I picked on somebody in these YouTube streets, that I talked about somebody negatively on these YouTube streets. The only thing they can say was when Kathy came on here, she always wanted peace. She always wanted people to stop the drama. She always told people to say what you got to say, but be careful of your delivery. I never told no one what not to say. I say just be aware of your delivery. Maybe people will listen to you if you had a better delivery. I never wanted my platform to be a platform to be, if somebody listen to me, they're going to hear cussing, a whole bunch of cussing. I ain't gonna say one time it ain't gonna be a time I won't say a bad word, but just to be cussing, they ain't gonna see that on my platform. My platform is gonna be respectful. My platform gonna be, if I was to shut it down and never came on again, when people look at my videos, I want them to be able to enjoy, understand my content. But what I'm seeing now, a lot of grown women acting like children. That's all what it is when it comes to these sectors today. And that's been going on for a while. It's none of these channels is something that's going to be something where you will want to be encouraged. Now, some of these channels, it'll make you like say, It'll make you say, it makes me wonder about that person's heart. What kind of heart do these people have? Because to me, it's getting real demonic. And it's like, Why are you all letting people take you to that place? Don't let nobody take you to that place where you're going to have to ask for forgiveness. People is allowing themselves to be taken out of character to a point they are going to have to ask God to forgive them for the things they said. And there's a lot of ruthless things that these people are saying to one another. A lot of ruthless things that they are speaking to someone else. And what comes out your mouth, you're going to have to answer to it. So that's why I'm sitting here and I'm listening at work and I'm listening to what these people are saying. I'm like, you know what? None of what they're saying is of God. The majority of people on here, on this scepter, the majority things that come out of their mouth is not of God. And if people don't see that, something wrong with them. Something wrong with them. If people cannot see in this sector the things that coming out these YouTubers' mouth is not of God, something ain't right. And what gets me, they talk about all these other channels that's not growing as fast. And they say, ooh, I'm going to subscribe to this channel. What are you subscribing to? I mean, you hear people roasting people 247. You hear people going in 247. You hear people talking disrespectful about somebody. It's like, you know what? If kindergarten was a person, listen to these YouTubers. It's like straight up kindergarten talking about people's hair. That's elementary. People do that in elementary school. Oh, look at your hair. Oh, look at your color. Oh, this person fat. Oh, this person skinny. Oh, this person don't know how to dress. That's kindergarten stuff that's going on. All these mature women, majority of these women and men have children. Paying their bills, driving. Some went to college, some didn't. But we got to find what a common sense at. These people got a whole channel. When somebody going to uplift somebody? When somebody going to encourage somebody? When somebody going to empower somebody? But all these people doing on this sector is tearing each other down. Why? Why? At the end of the day, none of these people, the majority, I'm going to say it like this. The majority of these people on here never met one another. But yet they choose to tear each other down instead of lifting each other up. Why? What happened? What happened? Why tear down your brother and sister when the Bible tells us we need to love one another? Even those who hate us, we have to show them love. But these sector is tearing these one another down to the ground. It never met. Where did anger come from? Why so much anger towards somebody you never met? Y'all got to realize that these YouTube social media streets, it is like the devil creeping in. He coming in. And everybody is clinging to the most popular person. And that popular person going to send y'all to hell. I'm just saying, sorry. I'm going to subscribe to you. What you subscribing to? Somebody who tearing somebody down? What y'all subscribing to? When y'all say y'all subscribing to these people who tearing, what making y'all want to subscribe to them? Because they are can roast real good. They can cuss real good. They can pick on somebody real good. What you subscribing to? What you really subscribing to? The best person who know how to tear down and cut somebody out? Don't you know that everybody who got a mouth can cut somebody out? Right now, if I wanted to, I can choose to cuss out somebody if I want to. Anybody can do it. It's a choice. It don't take a rocket scientist to figure out how to go in and cuss out somebody, to clown them. I can just make up something to say and just clown somebody. Oh, you look like this, you that, you that. Anybody can cuss somebody out. When you cuss, people gonna be entertained by it. But what is it proving? What is it proving that you can cuss somebody out? That you can go in, that you can roast somebody? What's that showing? That you want your red sticker, your green sticker, your yellow sticker in kindergarten? That's what they do in kindergarten. First grade. You be bad, you get the red sticker. You be good, you get the blue sticker. What is it proving? Hey Terry Thomas, how you doing? Hey Kathy, just getting home from work. How are you? I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Yeah, so like I said, y'all gotta realize what happened to friendship. What happened to love? What happened to that? How y'all gotta ask yourself, what got y'all to this point where y'all going in on one another? What really got you grown women and men in an uproar where you got to go in and be so hateful towards one another? What happened? What happened? Why? Y'all never met each other. How did it all start? How did it all start? And if I'm, like I said before, everybody picking on people. Everybody picking. Why do we all have to? Well, I'm not going to pick on nobody. Terry said it's very ridiculous. But like I said, I believe it got to be for the money. It got to be for the money because at the end of the day, these are grown women over 30 years old. Normal women don't act like this. Normal women, when I'm looking at this, I look at it because I be looking at it not to be entertained as a good way. It's like, wow, wow, all these women, wow. That's why I look at it. Because like I say on my YouTube, if people say that this person is not interesting, that person because they numbers are low, what's so interesting about these other people? Because they know how to cuss, because they know how to roast. Everybody who got a voice in a mouth know how to roast somebody. Anybody can. It's a choice if you want to do it or not. And everybody know that's where the numbers go up. Not on every channel in this sector. If you're not going in on somebody, if you're not cussing somebody out, if you're not talking about the dead people, if you're not talking about the way somebody's mouth teeth look, if you're not talking about somebody's edges, if you're not talking about somebody's weight, you ain't doing nothing. You ain't interesting. Just look at the channels. What is somebody saying that's positive in this sector? What is somebody saying, talking about that's uplifting in this sector? People just wake up to know that they have to be negative. They wake up and go to sleep knowing in order to get money in this sector, you got to go in. It seems to me like these people want to be talked about. It seems like these people want to be talked about in a negative way. That way they can have something to go back and say. Hey, Kareem, how are you? It seems like people truly want to be talked about in a negative way. Why do you want to be talked about in a negative way? It seems like sometimes people even say something to bring that person to their attention. I be looking out like, what, this person said this, and knowing good and well that that person going to say something back. But that's how they get that money. They love that YouTube, Facebook money. They will sell their soul to get it. These people are selling their soul for this YouTube, Facebook, social media money. They selling their soul. Everything they doing is not of God. Everything they doing is not of God. But nobody ain't gonna tell them that though. Nobody ain't gonna tell them. Nobody ain't gonna tell them. That's why I'm so glad that I left that junk alone when it come to defending. I'm so glad I choose. I don't want to be on nobody's side, because when you are on a team in a side, you're being controlled. You got to walk on eggshells. And if you don't trust and believe, trust me, I know. If you go against somebody or say something, oh, they're going to team up and say, hey, unsubscribe. Trust me, I know. You got to be in a guilt trip and knowing good and well that you ain't going to agree with everything this person do and say, but you're on that team. You're known to be on that person team. It's shameful. It's shameful to see beautiful women act the way they act. It's shameful to see these beautiful women not uplifting, encouraging, supporting one another. It used to be a time when people used to shout out my channel months ago. Months ago, when I was speaking on this, speaking on that, people used to shout out Brown T and Johnson channel. Guess what? That ceased. You know why it ceased? Because people unsubscribed because they was told to, and they didn't want to make somebody else mad. So they left this channel alone. But you know what? At the end of the day, I only need one supporter, and that's the man above. If this channel never grow and get another subscriber, my video still going to be up. My video is still going to be here. Somebody going to watch it. Somebody going to be watching. But at the end of the day, I feel bad for these people or the things they say and the things they do. Terry said, that's right, Kathy. I'm just speaking facts. And nobody can not say that I'm saying something that's wrong. Because I'm 51 years old. 51 years old, and I am mature enough and I have common sense to know that these people cannot truly be that mad at each other. They can't be how angry they seem like they are at one another. You can't be, because you don't know these people. You don't know these people who are talking about you. You never met them in real life. Somebody right now could say something about my nice size forehead. Somebody right now could say something about my gray hair. Somebody could say something about my mouth, my nose, my neck. Somebody could talk about me so bad right now. You think I'm finna let it get to me to a point where I'm just going to cuss them out? For what? You don't know me. I ain't saying I'm the prettiest or the ugliest thing in the world. People going to have an opinion. on everything and everybody. Somebody probably say, I don't like that picture that her daughter drew back there on her wall. I don't like her yellow throw. People gonna always have something to say about somebody. Is you gonna let it get to you? So that's why I said in these YouTube streets, it's all about the money. Cause ain't nobody in real life gonna be that mad. Cause in real life, people who get angry don't allow people to let them get that angry in the real world. They'll say, give me 50 feet, or I'm gonna feed you with a long spoon, or stay away from me. But yet you're gonna let somebody who you don't know in these YouTube streets get you that angry. It's all about the money. It's all about the money. So when you hear people saying, oh, her channel ain't growing because she boring. No, it ain't boring. Just because a person ain't out here cussing and fussing and acting a fool, don't mean that they channel boring. Because right now, I guarantee you, if I was to go in and start talking negative, cussing, fussing, people going to only look at me to see me act a fool. That's all they're going to see. Oh, let me go see her act a fool. You're not really interested just because you're doing the most. But that's what they follow. That's that entertainment. Just like the housewives, basketball wives. The more alcohol you throw in somebody's face, you're going to get a view. The more punches you do on those shows, you're going to get some views. But if you just sit down and have a regular conversation, people don't relate to a regular conversation because it ain't cussing. It ain't fussing. It ain't want to meet up. But guess what? We grown folks, right? Grown folks. Grown folks acting like kindergartners. If y'all just listen to what you're saying, people need to listen to what this sector is talking about. Listen to these ladies. Listen to these men. Just listen to it. And tell me it's not elementary. Tell me it's not kindergarten. Childish. Picking on somebody's teeth. Hair. Weight. Knowing good and well somebody in your family, my family, everybody's family, something is not exactly right with some people. And it could be a brother, a mother, a father, a cousin, your second cousins, your auntie, somebody in your family. If I'm wrong, put in here that I'm wrong. In your family, my family, something is wrong with somebody's teeth in your family. Am I right or wrong? Something's wrong with some people in my family teeth. The weight, hair, color. So, somebody in our family was on Section 8 or is on Section 8. I used to be on Section 8 in housing when I was young. People talk about cars they drive. Does it matter as long as that car gets you from A to B? It don't matter. Everybody don't have to have a Mercedes, a BMW. Everybody don't have to have that. I have a Toyota Camry. Come on. But, hey, that's what people talk about. Look at her house. She renting. I'm buying. Does that really matter? Y'all got to make some sense. Like I said, the majority of people in these streets is over 30 and acting like children. Acting like children. I have a son that's 15 years old and he is more mature than some of these women in these YouTube streets. I have some nieces and nephews that's teenagers. It's more mature than these women and men on this sector. It's so childish. I'm surprised that I am so surprised that these women and men is not embarrassed. It's shocking that these men and women is not embarrassed of how they act, of the things they say. They call it roasting, clowning. I call this childish. Women, it's almost 2023. It's so much empowering, uplifting, encouraging that can be done. And I ain't going to say sometimes when these YouTubers come on here, I ain't going to say sometimes it don't make you chuckle a little bit. Because sometimes people are funny and they don't have to be picking on nobody. Some people just have a funny nature. Some people just funny just being who they are. And they're not picking on nobody. But when I see people, our brothers and sisters, our kings and queens, just picking on people, where is the maturity at? Where is the growth? And some of these women and men are grandparents, not just mothers and fathers. They are grandparents. So it's like, what are you teaching your children? What are you teaching your children? What really got you all beefing like this at each other? You don't know each other from a can of paint. You don't know each other from a can of paint, but yet you beefing as though somebody stole your man, as though somebody stole your money, as though somebody slapped you in the face, as though somebody came in your house and took something. Y'all beefing as though somebody came in and hit your child. That's when I'm gonna cuss somebody out. If all that stuff that I said, if somebody touched my child, broke in my house, took something from me, that's when I'm gonna cuss them out. But y'all cussing out somebody just because. Man, that's funny. That I'm telling you, that is, I mean, wow. Hello, Lois, how are you? Hello, Kathy and Chad, how you doing? But like I said, you guys, I've been listening and I'm like, in real life, that's what I'm saying. In real life, I'm like, I know for a fact, I don't care what nobody say. I'm gonna say this in real life. I don't think these people would be doing all this in real life. That's just my opinion. I don't think they'll do this in real life because it's too childish. I know a person in real life is not going to act like this at their job. And the thing is, this is your job. You might have a job outside of YouTube, Facebook. This is my job. Coming on here is my job. This is my third source of income. And I come on here when I want to, not because I have to. I come to work when I want to when it comes to YouTube. I don't have to. I can be off the scene and I'm good. My bill's still going to get paid. This is not my source of income. My job where I get up and do my 8 to 4:30 and my night job for 3 hours, that's my income. That's what pays the bills. This is, hey, when I come on because I have something to say. I have something that's content that's relevant. But now, people just get on just to get that paycheck. And everybody know the more drama, the more money. And so when I see people teaming up, and I be like, guarantee you, speak on something that these people don't want you to speak on, they're going to do you like they did me. They're going to unsubscribe. I would never, ever be on nobody's team when it comes to these YouTube streets. Because, baby, once you have a voice and you speak your mind, the people who you thought was your friend on these YouTube streets, they're going to unfollow you in a heartbeat. That's why I say, you know what? I learned a lot for being in these YouTube streets. I learned not to tell your business to nobody because you don't know when you're going to be recorded. You don't know when they're going to screenshot something. You don't know what they're going to sabotage you some type of way when you fall out. I learned on here never to, well, with some people, well, I'm going to tell you what I seen. What I saw on these YouTube streets, I seen people help people grow their channel from no views, not even having a channel. I seen people help somebody get a channel, grow them to where they need to befriend them, and once they get where they at, they dog the person. I've seen that several times in these YouTube streets. Several times. And that's why I just look. Because y'all got to realize these YouTube streets will teach you a lot about a person. These YouTube streets taught me so much. It taught me to never be on nobody's side. Come on here and do your own thing. Because once you become, pick a side, and you say something that person don't like, baby, be prepared for your subscribers to be down. Be prepared for your channel not to grow for a while. They are ruthless. They are, when I tell you in these YouTube streets that they ruthless, baby, these folks are ruthless. Ruthless. They get to a point, that's what this, I'm telling y'all everything that I learned. In these 2 years, I'm telling y'all what I learned. Be careful of befriending some of these people. You can think they're your friend, they're going to record you. They're going to screenshot. They're going to unsubscribe. They're going to help you get to what some people befriend you just because you got a big page. And once you go against them, they're going to talk about you like a dog. They're going to talk about you like a dog. Then they're going to tell people to don't go on her page. If you go on her page, I'm going to delete you. Now, and I'm looking like, well, didn't this person help you get a page? You didn't have a page at first. This person helped you get a page. You fall out. And you say, if you go to her page, who helped me get my page, I'm going to delete you from my page. And my thing about that is like, why can't people go on other people's page? YouTube is like a TV show. Everybody got a page. A lot of people got a page. So now you're controlling who a person can watch, That's why I say, you know what? Y'all can forget Brown 10 when it comes to being on the side. Because this is crazy. This is absolutely insanity. Hello, Kimberly. How are you? Good evening, Kathy Brown 10. Good evening. Good evening. Hey, everybody. But yeah, it's like these. If nobody didn't learn anything from these YouTube streets, you should. You should. Everything that I'm saying, it don't take a rocket scientist to say what I'm saying. It's just facts. It's just facts. And when people teaming up, I'm like, Lord, say something. Say something wrong if you want to. And I guarantee you, everybody who subscribed to you will unsubscribe. That's why I say, you know what? If people subscribe, thank you. And if they don't, I'm good. Because at the end of the day, I'm telling you, my main view is it's God. God is my main view. And if some people look at my channel and pull something from it, even if it's one person look at my channel and pull something from it, that's all I need. But all this stuff that's going back and forth with these people, it's like, first of all, y'all don't know each other. So it's like people want that check. These people in this sector want that check and will do anything necessary to get it. They would talk about your dead one in a heartbeat and think nothing of it. They would talk about somebody's dead family and think nothing of it when God's sitting up high looking low and said, okay, everything that you saying, I'm keeping track of it. That's what God doing. People get on here and just forget that's a God. People get in these YouTube social media street and just forget that's his God. The real God who judge. They forget. They come on here and just pew, pew. It's a God. He never sleeps. Oh, God ain't in this. God ain't in YouTube. What? You didn't read the Bible where it say God is everywhere? Y'all didn't read the Bible where it say that God is everywhere? God ain't in these YouTube streets. Yeah, okay. Okay. And don't y'all see when people talking about people that sometimes that same thing happened to them? Like I say, karma is real. Karma is real. But also unforeseen occurrence is real as well. Unforeseen occurrence means that stuff happens. Stuff happens. You can be a good person, bad thing happen, and you can be a bad person and good things happen. Karma is not always when something bad happened in my life. Oh, that's her karma. No. It's just something that was an unforeseen occurrence that just happened. Don't y'all know how many little children is no longer here? What? Is that their karma? Everything bad is not somebody's karma. So people getting it confused. Karma is when you be done said something about somebody. You done talked about somebody. And something similar happened to you or your family, someone you love, it get your mind to reflect on what you said and did about somebody else. That's the karma. Karma is like a reflection on something you said and did that was not right. It's that boomerang effect. That's what karma is. Reaping what you sow. You plant a seed. If you plant an apple seed, apples going to grow. Whatever seed that you plant is going to grow. So if you plant a negativity, you're going to get negative somewhere in your life. It may not be today, tomorrow, next week, next year, 5 years, but the Bible clearly states you will, not maybe, you will reap what you sow. So if you will reap what you sow, it can be either negative or positive. Whatever you do, whatever, people don't understand, everything you do is a choice. For me to come on here today, it was a choice. I didn't have to. For me to drink this cranberry juice with water and lemon in it, it was a choice. Everything we do in life is a choice. So when people come up here, talk about somebody dead relative, talk about the sick, talk about somebody's weight, talk about somebody's hair, speak negative on somebody, and then you just never know. One day you may wash your hair, and then you start washing it, and then you start combing it, and your hair start coming out. And you be like, dang, my hair done came out. Wait a minute now. It's going to make you reflect on what you said about somebody else's hair. That's karma. That's karma. You getting back what you put into the atmosphere. You getting back what you put in the universe. And people don't understand that. That's why they probably say, Brown 10, she don't talk about nobody. Sure don't. Not when I read what the Bible say about reaping and sowing. Not when I read the book that, what the name of that book was, Hung by the Tongue. You better believe I don't talk about nobody. Read the book Hung by the Tongue, and you'll see why I don't talk about nobody. Baby, whatever you come out of your mouth, some way, somehow, that negative going to come back on you. It can miss you. It can miss you. And it can happen to your children. That's scripture. But you don't want to hear that though. You don't want to hear that though. It might skip you, but the reason it's going to come to your children is because it's going to have a more effect on you. Because with me, I'd rather something happen to me than my children. So y'all got to be real careful of the things y'all say and do. Don't think I'm coming over here being mean. I'm not being mean. I'm just telling y'all what it is. Because people come on here and just agree with everything that somebody say. I'm agreeing with what she said, knowing good and well what that person's saying and doing is wrong, but you're going to agree with it because you're a follower. You're a supporter. You got a badge. You like that person so much. So you're going to agree with everything that person say. Ooh, I'm a subscribe to your channel. What you subscribing to? Would you subscribe to people's channel? It's definitely somebody, the majority of these channels is not of God. I'll tell you that right now. I don't care who get mad with me. A lot of these channels is not of God. I'll tell you that much. And it don't take a rocket science to look at these pages and tell that. But guess what? That's where the views go. That's where the subscriptions go. I'm subscribing to your channel because you went in on her. You went in on him. You roasted him. You roasted her. You told her like it is. You got my subscription. That's who people subscribing to. The roasters. The people who use profanity. And once I found that out, once I seen that, another thing that I saw on here, Once I seen that, I was like, you know what? You on here for your channel. You ain't on here for nobody else's channel. You ain't trying to do anything by the means of anything to get no views. Views is not that important. If I can't tell somebody something positive, something to make them go, what's my purpose? Everybody have a purpose. What's your purpose? Your channel, what is the purpose of your channel? The money? If it's about the money, people do whatever for money. People do whatever for money. They'll say whatever, do whatever. But when it comes to me, myself, and I ain't selling my soul for nobody. I'm not going to have to reap what I sow. I'm not going to have to reap the things that come out my mouth. But people don't see that though. People are blind to that. People are blind to doing the right thing. People don't want to do the right thing. To do the right thing is going to cost you. It's going to cost you. And it's so funny that people want, when I tell you, these people want people to speak on them in a negative way so they can have something to say, so they can have some content. They don't mind. Oh, well, I'm going to say this back to them. That way I'm going to have some content. By all means necessary. They got to do what they got to do, right? Well, this is going to be close to a finishing time for me, y'all. But I would love, when I tell you love, for you all to share this video. This video may help a lot of people. This video might help a lot of people. And I'm definitely going to be coming on more. And I'm not just going to continue to talk about these YouTube streets. It's a lot more that we can talk about. We can talk about other things. Do other things. Be positive. People are not positive no more. Y'all know that. Y'all see it. A lot of people is entertained by it. And people probably say, why do you look at it? Why do you read the Bible? Isn't it good stories in the Bible and bad stories in the Bible? Do y'all know all the bad the things that happened, that a brother, Adam and Eve's two sons, one of them killed each other? Do y'all know that Moses killed somebody? Do y'all see all the bad things that happened in the Bible? It's a choice. People read the Bible, people look at TV, people look at these the YouTube, Facebook. It's a choice. Good things be on YouTube, bad things be on YouTube. Good stories in the Bible, bad stories in the Bible. Meaning that bad things happened way back in Jesus' day. Things was happening bad way back then. So when y'all see things, it's okay to speak on it, because y'all speak on everything else. But nobody ain't going to speak about this kind of stuff because they think they're going to be unfollowed, unsubscribed. At this point, I don't care nothing about that, y'all. Know why? Because in the beginning, when I was on these YouTube streets doing my thing, I was so honest with everybody on these YouTube streets when I was doing the defending and talking to your girl about the delivery. That's why I say, even during that time, I never spoke bad about the person I was speaking on. I said, hey, people is living their life, not messing with nobody. If you got to say something about somebody, let the delivery be a little bit better. And I gave him the scenario: if somebody came with something, a good delivery to somebody, somebody gonna receive that. If somebody brought good fruit, vegetables to somebody, they're gonna receive that. But if somebody came to someone with rotten vegetables and fruit, they're gonna be like, "You better get that out my face." They're not gonna receive it. That's why I was telling your girl about coming to talk on somebody's life. It's the delivery. Not saying what that person was saying was bad, it wasn't correct, wasn't right. It was the delivery. That's why I'm so proud of my channel. I am so proud that I'm not doing anything for the money. Money is not everything to me. That's why I work 2 jobs. When I get on YouTube, it's because I want to get on YouTube, not because I have to get on YouTube. I'm not dependent on YouTube for my finance. But some people so into that money, they would do anything to get it, say anything to get it. But one thing I will tell these women in these YouTube streets: be careful when you talk about people who had passed. If y'all don't, if you don't hear anything else from me, take heed to what I'm saying when it comes to talking about people who is no longer living. Because y'all got to realize, all of us, everybody have a death date. And I'm just keeping it all 100. Because when I hear people talking about the dead, I'm like, do these people not know that one day they no longer want to be here either? So that's why I'm like, do these people got life confused? I'm not understanding, y'all. That's one thing that I always cringed on. That I always like, Lord, have mercy on this person's soul for saying what they just said. People have to be strong enough to tell the people who they follow, you shouldn't say that. That wasn't good to say. Because if people just agreeing with everything that somebody's saying, you're not their friend. And I'm going to tell you right now, if somebody in my family or somebody who called themselves my friend just let me say whatever that I say and don't tell me or correct me, you ain't my friend. You ain't my friend. A friend is going to tell somebody when they wrong. When these people, and all these people be following them, all these people is following these people, and nobody tell them that they wrong. Or they shouldn't say that. Why? Why? Y'all know good and well if somebody talked about y'all dead relatives, y'all know, y'all say, hey, now you shouldn't have said that. But these people are the ones who they say are their supporters. That's their supporters. And I'm so glad that I am an individual who have my own mind. My own mind to know right from wrong. To not allow myself to intertwined with these different people who just say whatever they want to say out their mouth, and nobody correct them who's on their team. And it's so funny. What's so funny to me is that when people talk about someone, the other side is the one who's telling them that they shouldn't say what they're saying, but the people on their own team won't say it. It's like they cheer them on for what? Oh, well, I gotta take this off. Too much. Oh Lord, let me try and take this off of my screen. I don't need none of that. Let me see how to take that all the way off. Remove. That got to go. Let me remove this one. Remove. Let me remove this one. Let me come on my page with that craziness. But yeah, so like I said, you guys, y'all see the title. Y'all see my title? It's all the beef that's going on with these content creators. That serious? No. They just want to be talked about so they can have something to say. So they can grow their channel in a negative way to get paid. And that's a shame when people would do whatever they have to do for money. When people would do what they have to do for money. Just like these people, these women on the streets, they come out at night. They got to do what they got to do for that dollar. These people come on these streets and do what they got to do for that dollar. And that's a shame. And that's a shame. So next time people talk about channels that's positive in a negative way, let people talk. Let people talk. Oh, her views ain't up. Her views, so what? So what? My video's up. My video up. It's not that serious to me. I'm just doing videos just because I want to. Not because I have to, I want to. I wanted to come on here tonight and talk about this right here, what I'm talking about. That's something I want to do. These people come on here because this is what they have to do. Because this their job. This how they use this YouTube to pay their bills. Some of them don't. And that's a good thing. And if this somebody's first job, at least they got a job. Because YouTube is a job. So when these people come on all the time, they at work. They're at work. And the people who look at them is their employer because they paying us. We pay, how to say it? By our view is how they getting paid. Our views is how they getting paid. But I'm so glad that I'm not just on a team. Being on a team, I am so free. I'm so free. These people who's on the team is not free. They can't say nothing about what I'm talking about. They can't talk. They can't say certain things. They can't do certain things because they're going to get unsubscribed. At this point, after I got unsubscribed from all these people in the beginning and I found out how YouTube was, I'm like, okay, let me just go ahead and do my thing because people are going to do their thing and I'm not being controlled by nobody. Ain't nobody going to control me. Do what you do. Do I want more followers? Of course. Do I want more subscribers? Of course. But not by all means necessary. Not by all means necessary. I'm not going to say this and say that, do this and do that to get subscribers. If somebody going to subscribe to me because you want to. Subscribe to me because you want to. Not somebody who you like that you subscribing to me because somebody else. No. I see people say, go and follow her channel. If you're going to say that, mean it. Mean it. And when I say that, to mean it, because when people help you get to where you need to be financially in these YouTube streets, they can take it away just like that by telling somebody to unsubscribe. So once I seen how YouTube and Facebook is, you don't really have real friends. Because if somebody don't like you and you say something out the way, baby, your number's going to go blue, blue, blue. And I've seen that happen to several people, not just me. People that unsubscribe just to me, different times. I've seen certain people say something that the other person think they shouldn't have said. Oh, y'all, unsubscribe to this person. I'm like, wow, so it's not just me. This is what they do. This how YouTube, Facebook is. Once that calling get out, watch your channel. You better watch it. That's why I say, you know what? I ain't riding with nobody. Just like I said in the beginning, I was one of the first ones in the beginning on this sector to say I ain't on no team. Because I seen what had happened. Once I saw what happened, I said, baby, these people ain't finna make me walk on eggshells. And I can't say what I'm saying. Once I seen that, I said, deuces. Peace out. I ain't on nobody team. Nobody. I'm a grown woman older than some of these people. You think you finna help me? Kathy, a.k.a. Brownton Johnson, walking on eggshells because I want to say something that I know that's not right, and you get mad? Y'all, listen. Y'all can have that. If people don't want to subscribe to my channel, you don't have to. If you want to subscribe to my channel, thank you. But I refuse to be on a team. I refuse for people to say, oh, she on that team. She on this team. She with him. She with her. No, it's a lot of people I look at. I look at a lot of people in this sector. But I'm low key. And I'm low key in the real world. Because I know people can turn on you in a heartbeat. I seen it in these YouTube streets. I seen how some people was all close together in these YouTube streets. Close. And I seen at least 8 people. Probably more than that. But 8 people who I can count. I seen them riding for each other. Riding with each other. I seen it. And I seen within 1 hour, 2 hours, they fell out. Within seconds, they was going in on each other. Going in. So I'm looking back at this. I'm like, wait a minute now. Y'all was riding. She was your homegirl, your sister, your partner. This guy was your homeboy, your homegirl. Y'all fell out. Was close in these YouTube streets for a year, 6 months. Something happened and you're going in on that person. So my thing is, was you already frenemies before you became enemies? Was you already frenemies before you became an enemy? It was too quick. How could you be all on somebody's chat, all on somebody's live, all with somebody, fall out, the next day, next hour, next minute, you saying exactly everything what the op saying about that person. Make that make some sense. Y'all who all teaming up, y'all can't trust these people. Ooh, ooh, boy, it's funny. These YouTubers, content creator in this sector, is befriending an enemy. Let me say that one more time. In this sector, these YouTubers is befriending an enemy. And the reason I say that, say something wrong. Say something out of line. And you're going to be walking on eggshells for the rest of your life while you in this sector. I ain't walking on no eggshells for nobody. I'm 51 years old. I'm a grown woman. A grown woman. I speak my mind. Nobody ain't going to tell me what I can and can't say, what I can and can't watch. These women on here telling people, I bet not see you. Boy, once I heard somebody say that, I said, girl, Kathy, girl, if you don't leave leave that over there, back over there, you gonna be a whole fool. And I ain't gonna be a fool for nobody. If these people say, I left it alone. I do what I want to do. These people, I'm hearing these people on these YouTube streets in this sector telling people if they see their name in somebody's chat, that they're gonna pretty much block them. So it's like, so that's something like in high school. That's why I ain't deal with a lot of females in high school. I ain't deal with a lot of females in high school because just because somebody don't like you, that person ain't do nothing to me. Just because somebody don't like you in these YouTube streets, don't mean that they did nothing to me. Why I gotta dislike somebody and I can't watch somebody because you don't like them? Why these people can't comment on whoever page they want to? Who made y'all the boss of these people? Who made these people the boss over people? You can't go on that person's channel. You can't comment on their chat. Where they do that at? Where they do that at? Where they do that at? Where somebody going to control another human being in a whole new state, don't know you from jump in real life, and going to control, and this is what they say. Oh, child, I don't give them a view. To make who happy? Who y'all trying to please? Who y'all trying to please in these YouTube streets? You're grown. You can go and watch who you want to watch. You can say whatever what you want to want on somebody's chat. Why y'all walking on eggshells? Because you don't want to make who mad? A person you don't know? You don't want to make that person mad? Because they're going to block you? And you care? Boy, this a whole new generation here. Boy, us grown women, if you don't stand for something, you going to fall for anything. And I'm not falling for the hokey doke. That's why when these people was unsubscribing, I said, God must have said, hey, you already the root, Kathy. Brown 10, you already the root, honey. Let these leaves shake themselves on off of here. Let them shake themselves on off of here. Shake it, baby. Get away from me. Because I don't need that energy. I don't need to feel like I got to walk on eggshells because I want to go and watch somebody else's page. That person didn't do nothing to me. Because y'all ain't getting along don't mean that that person did something to me. So you just want somebody just to listen to your content and don't get to listen to somebody else? What if somebody want to get two sides of the story? Hey, Kimberly. Hey, I always forget your name, Miss Thomas. I'm gonna say Miss Thomas. How you doing? But yeah, these YouTube streets is something else. I'm telling you, it's something else. And I was like, people got to speak on it. People is scared. People is scared of somebody who they don't even know. Somebody who they never met. They're allowing these YouTube content creators scare them, make them feel like they walking on eggshells. I would never in life, not in even real life, not even in real life would I have somebody make me feel like I had to walk on eggshells. I can't say something around you, do something around you, unless you're not going to be my friend. I don't need the friendship that bad, baby. I don't need no friendship that bad where I can't say what I want to say. Not at all. Not at all. So like I said, y'all have as a grown woman, a man, y'all better have a mind of y'all own. Have a mind on your own. It's so much peaceful when you don't have to be on the side. When you don't have to be on the side, it's so much peace, so peaceful. So peaceful. And why can't people have their opinion? Why can't people have their opinion? Somebody say their opinion, oh boy, it's a whole confusion. As an adult, when we see something, and we should be able to talk about it. We should be able to talk about some things what we see. Everybody got an opinion. Everybody ain't going to agree with everything somebody say and do. But y'all got these people acting like they got to walk on eggshell because they a follower of yours. A whole grown woman got to walk on eggshells because she support a YouTuber, a content creator. He or she got to walk on eggshells so you won't be offended. At the end of the day, who are you all? A regular human being. Just like me. How I look telling people you men and women, you better not go to no other channel. I see you on another channel, you're going to get blocked. What? Block me then, boo. Block me. Because what you ain't going to do is think you're going to control me. These people done lost their everlasting mind. These people done lost their everlasting mind to tell somebody that they can't watch who they want to watch. As though they little girl and somebody, a little boy and somebody. Y'all better stop letting these people control y'all like that. And y'all going for it. Oh, I don't watch them. Oh, I don't give them a view. Why? And you know you give them a view anyway. You just not telling that person. You just in the bushes. But half of these people say they ain't in the bushes. You in the bushes. The half of these people say they don't watch these people. Yes, you do. That's how you know how they have a conversation. That's why you know what they said. That's why you know how to go back and forth with the person you supported. Because you don't watch that person. But you ain't going to let that person know you watch them. Why? What you scared of? What, the person supposed to come to your city and your state and beat you? Would it give you a whooping? Because you don't watch somebody else and you supposed to be supporting them, but you watching somebody else's channel? What, you scared you're going to get a whooping? You scared you're going to get a punishment? You scared that you ain't going to get an allowance? Oh, I support only you. I watch only you. I watch only you. I don't get no view. Why you need to tell another grown person that you don't give somebody a view? Who cares? Who cares who you watch and give a view to? And that's the thing. That's what's bad about us now. Us now. That's what's bad about us now. The person who tell you you ain't giving that person a view, why not? You ain't paying the person the money. YouTube is and Facebook, but they so crabs in the bucket. They don't want nobody else to get paid, but they getting paid. They getting paid, but don't want nobody else to get paid. Don't get them a view. Why? It's some people on your page who don't like you, and they giving you a view. If you think that everybody who watch these content creator page is somebody they like, you might be insane a little bit. You might be a little bit insane if you think all these YouTubers, all these content creators, all these reaction channels with their numbers, if you think that it's everybody they friends, something might be wrong with you. So if all these reaction channels, content creators, YouTubers, Facebookers is getting views, it's not all the people who like them. Some of them, it's the majority of them, probably people who don't like them. So y'all getting a view by people who don't like y'all. So why y'all telling people not to go watch somebody else, whether they like that person or not? That's phony and flawed. That's phony and flawed. So if that's the case, you can't be two-faced it. Oh, the people who watch me, I know half of them don't like me. So what you get mad for somebody else want to watch somebody else for? Who they don't like. You get paid by somebody who don't like you, because they viewing your content. So what's the problem? That's why I say people don't look, they don't look at stuff the right way. They say stuff that don't make sense. They say stuff out their mouth that don't make a bit of sense. Don't go on that other person page. You watch them, I'ma block you. But yet they got enemies who watching them and they get paid for it. Y'all better, baby, y'all better wake up and smell the coffee, because they getting paid. They getting their money by the people who don't like them. They getting their money. They getting their money, but yet you can't get. Ooh, cha. Ooh, cha. Y'all better grow up. Put on your big girl drawers, because them T-bikes ain't looking good on you. When you think you're looking good, you're not. Because you letting these people little girl you. You letting these people little boy you. And it ain't looking good on you. Got these people telling you what to do, what to say, what not to say, who to watch, when to comment. Where they do that at? Seriously, I'm asking a question. Where do they do that at? Well, a YouTuber got the balls. Well, I ain't gonna say balls. Well, YouTuber got the nerve to tell another viewer or supporter not to watch somebody else. Who y'all think y'all are? Who do some of these YouTube channels think they are to little girl somebody, a little boy somebody, and tell them you bet not. If you watch, er, excuse me, you said that I can't do what? You said I can't comment when? You said I can't look at who? Child, y'all gotta put on y'all big girl panties, honey, and act like a grown up. Cause the little thongs and y'all on your butts not looking good at all. When you think you're looking good, you're not. Oh, you right, cause I don't go on nobody page. I only watch you. So, if you was looking at TV, if you was looking at TV and somebody on the TV show said, don't look at no other show but mine, or else I'ma block you. You ain't gonna quickly turn to another show? Are you okay, master? I hear you, master. It's only about you, master. I won't comment on nobody else, master. Well, I will say to all who feel like you walking on eggshells when you're on a certain person page, can't say what you want to say, when you knowing good and well that somebody is doing something that's not right, but girl, you so crazy. Anytime somebody doing something crazy, off the chain, and you got somebody laughing and say, girl, you is crazy, girl, you crazy. Y'all know what that mean. That mean that you crazy for real. You off the chain for real. Something wrong with you for real. But they laughing, but want to tell you, girl, for real, in real life, you got some screws loose. You got something wrong with you. You got an illness mentally. But they'll, girl, they'll laugh it off. But really, that laugh is like, girl, this girl crazy for real. That's what it is. But they laugh. They laugh. They comment, girl, you so crazy. But in real life, like, girl, this girl got something wrong with her. But they be like, girl, you so crazy. Girl, you crazy. These people be looking at these people acting a fool. They look, they hear it. If I can hear it, I know they hear it. They hear when these people talk about dead people. They know good and well that junk ain't right. When people talk about people sickly, they know that ain't right. In the Bible, God took care of the sickly. God took care of the sickly. In the Bible, what did Jesus do? What did Jesus do mainly? Cured the sick. Healed people. But yet, people on here talk about the baby. Let me tell you. Y'all better stop agreeing with everything. Because once you get yourself in a web, or just like electricity, once you get yourself in that connection with somebody who's saying those things, and you agreeing with that, you become a part of what they saying. And you got to be real careful of the company you keep. You got to be real. That's just like me hearing somebody talk about the dead, and I'm befriending them. In real life, if somebody was next to me and talking about dead people, I'm like, girl, you better get your behind away from me. What's wrong with you? That's in real life. But these people think just because it's on these YouTube streets and they can't tangibly touch them, they think it's not connected to them. If you agreeing with that crap, oh, you connected spiritually with it. If you are agreeing with somebody who's saying something that's negative, you in cahoots with it. And you got to be real careful because you got children, you got a family, and the devil is busy. The devil work in people. Spirits are real. And once you join forces with the force, you better realize what you're doing. When people say power or life and death is in the tongue, scripture. Life and death is in the tongue. Don't take that as something minor. That's major. And if you're agreeing on a team with somebody who speak ill of the dead, just like you wouldn't want that person in your house, you don't want that spirit connecting with you. That's why I say I sit back, I listen, and I like, Lord, have mercy on that person's soul. Power and death is in the tongue. What you speaking about? What you agreeing with? Why are you agreeing with this person? Anytime I do content, I speak truth, facts. Well, let me say it like this. Let me take that back. I give my opinion as truthfully as my spirit leads me to. I say it that way. If my spirit say, don't say that, Kathy, don't say that, I'm going to bite my tongue. I'm going to bite my tongue and keep my mouth closed. Because I already know life and death is in what come out my mouth. And I know I got children. And I got to be real careful what I say. Because some things can skip over me and they go to your kids. That's scripture. And I'm going to find that. That's why I say a lot of things that I'm going to start doing again is showing people some stuff from the Bible. Because I understand a lot of people don't read the Bible. A lot of people don't know the Bible. I don't know everything I need to know about the Bible. But the things that I did read, I understood. Some things that I read, I didn't understand. And I have to ask somebody, could you explain this to me? Could you show me somewhere else in the Bible to help me explain this scripture? Because I don't know it all. But in the Bible, when I tell you it's power and death in the tongue, in the Bible, something can skip over us and go to our children. That's in the Bible. That's in the Bible. So you got to be careful what you say and who you is agreeing with. You got to be careful. That's why I don't subscribe to everybody's page. I might listen so I can give content and talk to you all about some things to help y'all see the light. But I don't subscribe to everybody's page. Because if I subscribe to people's page, that means I'm agreeing with you. And I'm not agreeing with nobody who make my spirit feel uncomfortable. I'm not subscribing to nobody who make my spirit feel uncomfortable. If you're not shook, that godly angel don't make you feel no type of way when you hear certain things, your spirit is dead. Your godly spirit is dead. If you not shook by some stuff that people say and you laugh and you think it's funny, when people talk about dead people, some people who is literally deceased, people who is literally sick, health-wise, if that don't give you chills down your spine, down your arms, you got to ask yourself who you serving. Because there's only two masters, and you can't serve both. You're going to either love one or hate the other. That's scripture. You can't serve both. God say, if you lukewarm, make a decision. Make a decision. If you're ashamed of God, you're going to be ashamed of you. If you're ashamed of God, you're going to be ashamed of you. Scripture. You can't serve two masters. You tell who a person is by their fruit. And by their fruit mean their actions, their words. When y'all listen to these people, are they godly or are they devilish? The things that, let me tell you how you could separate it if you don't understand. Let me tell you the people who, let me help you decide or understand or know who is godly and who is of the devil. The stuff that they say, would the devil say something like that, or will God say something like that? Listen, anytime this is going to help y'all. Whoever is clueless, whoever is naive, whoever just don't know. When you listen, the next time, it can be tonight, because you know these YouTube content creators, reaction channels can come on at any time of the night, in the morning, throughout the day. Listen with your ears of the things they say. It's only godly or the devilish. When something come out their mouth, is it of the Lord or is it of the devil? And that's how you're going to decide who you're listening to. When you listen to that next person talk, and if they talking godly or the devil, what would Jesus say? Would Jesus say what they said? Or do the devil talk like that? That's going to help you decide who you choosing to follow, who you subscribing to. Who you subscribing to. And when you subscribe to that person, you agreeing with what that person's saying. The Bible clearly states broad mean big. Spacious mean big. Broad and spacious is the road leading to destruction. Narrow is the road leading to everlasting life. So y'all can pick all you want to of my little channel. Pick on. Talk about it. Say something about it all you want to. But at the end of the day, I'm good. I'm good. I refuse to be on somebody's side, but I will speak on it because somebody need to hear it. Somebody need to be told. Somebody need to hear it. And I am the one to talk about it. Ain't no shame in my game. Not no shame in my game. I don't care if somebody say, well, you don't need to be listening to you if you don't like it. Guess what? The people who preach to people and people who go to church, guess what? They talking to somebody who is off the chain, who do this and do that. So people can listen and get their opinion. So like I said, if you want to know who you listening to, if they of God or the devil, when they speak, what Jesus said, what God said, or would the devil talk like that, or Satan and his demon talk like that, then you're gonna know who you linking up with, who you subscribing to, who you paying money to, who you supporting. It's either Satan people or godly people. Who you subscribing to? Who you got your badge with? Is it worth it? Because, baby, you connected. If you agree with these people, you connected to them. You connected with them. Some people don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear all that, man. You messing up my money, man. You messing up my money, man. Nobody don't want to hear all that. Nobody. Go ahead on with that, girl. Sister, I don't got time for that. Y'all carry that on somewhere. You don't got to be over here listening to us. I know. But guess what? God listening to you. Why can't I? God listening to you. Why can't I? It is what it is. I said what I said. And I ain't taking it back. I stand on everything I say. Stand on everything. What I say don't got to be written down. I'm speaking from the heart. Period. And it said that it's broad and spacious. Know the difference. Know the difference. Know the difference. None of us is perfect. We all fall short of the glory of God now. Don't get me wrong. We all do something that's bad, but when you're intentionally every day, all day, doing something, saying something, come on now. And your spirit don't tell you that something ain't right. You just, well, guess what? I love my content today. I'm glad that I decided to speak on this. It needed to be said, and I'm glad I'm the one to say it. Because y'all are getting little girled, little boyed by these YouTuber reaction channels telling y'all who y'all can watch, what y'all can comment on, who pays. That's high school. That's high school. When you get with a group of girls, this chick never did nothing to you, or that dude never did nothing to you, because these people dislike that person, you gotta dislike them. What? Where they do that at? So y'all don't have a mind of y'all own. Y'all can't do what y'all gotta walk on eggshells because you following, supporting this person. They gonna make y'all walk on eggshells. What? Boy, I tell you, some people, y'all gotta stop being weak. Y'all gotta have a backbone. That's why a lot of people got a whole bunch of mouth but don't got no backbone. Don't have not one backbone. Gotta have everybody on your team. Be on team. Be on team. Be that Serena Williams. You don't gotta always be on a football team and have a whole bunch of people riding with you. That's why Serena and Venus so strong, because they are solo champions, winners. They ain't on a team. If you're on a team, when one group lose, everybody lose. When you're on a team, the other team lose. Is a winner and is a loser. Everybody lose. When they play in the game, you got 15 points. That person got 13 points. Everybody lost. But when you solo dolo by yourself, you're going to be a winner. You're going to be a champion. But everybody think they need to be on the team. Guess what? Say something wrong. Say something wrong. And watch how fast they turn on you. Say something wrong. Say the wrong thing. Say the wrong thing. I dare you. Speak your mind. I dare you. Tell somebody they wrong for saying and doing what they doing. I dare you. Yeah, Why? Because you're going to get blocked and they're going to unsubscribe to you. So I dare you to say something. When you know somebody's saying something wrong, tell them. Why y'all won't tell them? What you scared of? Being blocked, unsubscribed. I seen it happen, not just with me, with so many people. I seen it in real life. Somebody done said something. Oh, y'all, let's unfollow this person. Not me, not. It happened to me, but I'm telling y'all, this happened to other people, and y'all know it did. Because it probably was you who they unfollowed, right? Y'all know some people who got unfollowed. Y'all seen in the comments, hey, y'all, let's unfollow this person because they said something about the person who we like. But with that being said, everybody, I'm going to end this by saying, get a backbone. Stop walking on eggshells. Watch who you want to watch. Support who you want to support. Comment. Stop letting these people, little girl and little boy, you. If these people ain't talking about, if God wouldn't say some of these things that these people saying, the devil saying it. Who you serving? Anything can be a God. Anything that you put above Jesus Christ is your God. Anything you put above God is your God. TV can be somebody God. Your husband could be a God. Your wife could be a God. Your car can be a God. Money can be your God. A car can be your God. Your job can be your God. Your career can be your God. Anything you put over God is your God. That's who you worship. People worship YouTube. Be on YouTube every day, all day. Be on YouTube every day, at least once. And never pick up the Bible, never pray. That's your God. Remember, everything I said can be your God. I'm going to do it real quick. Your job, your career, your school, your children, your spouse, your TV, your car, money, sex, food. Anything you put more love into, more than you do God, that's your God. But you did. I hope somebody heard me. So with that being said, everybody, y'all know that because I'm speaking on some things, don't mean that I dislike anybody. I love all of these YouTubers, reaction channels, content creators. I Kathy, aka Brown T and Johnson. Love all these channels. But don't mean that all these channels are saying the same wrong, the right thing. Some people probably be like, I'm not saying the right thing, but to each his own. Believe what you want to believe. I can't make nobody agree or believe with what I believe. I tell people, speak your mind, to each his own. Do you, boo? So with that being said, if you have not already subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. If you feel you need to, I want to. Please share my video. Many of people need to hear my video. Many people need to see this video. Definitely leave a comment. Definitely watch the replay and comment on the replay. So with that being said, everybody, I love you all. Get it right before it's too late, because we never know our date. Get it right. Get it right. So with that being said, everybody, peace, love, and happiness to you all. All right. Mwah. I love y'all.